this plane. That'd be great. Guys, we also had, it's not a full moon. I double checked, but it feels like it because we got fights, we got firings, we got all kinds of craziness. Let's just go to the Heat Rockets right now because this was fun. Good old-fashioned wrestling move right here. Tyler Herro gets thrown to the ground by Amen Thompson. A fight is triggered. 6 count them, 6 ejections in the closing minute of the 104-100 victory for Miami last night. Here we go. Here we're looking at Udoka, Rozier, Jalen Green, Rockets assistant Ben Sullivan, all ejected. I'm assuming we're looking at some suspensions, some pretty good fines. And the quote from Tyler Herro is, Lou, guess that's what happens when someone's scoring, throwing dimes, doing the whole thing. I'd get mad too.
That's the right. Hey, listen, that's the right response. That's the right approach. But listen, we're going into the new year. Tyler Herro, we learned a valuable lesson, man. Everybody ain't out here playing. I don't like the fact that it was Tyler Herro or anybody. I like the fact if these guys are going to keep getting in each other's faces, finally we're starting to see some guys do something, right? Like, do something. This was not a drill. And, just the other day, Kyrie Irving said it. Maybe this will help ratings. Here we are. Let them throw hands. Let them show real frustration. This is competition. We don't want to mess up the product and turn it into the WWE or anything like that. But emotions are running high. You got 2 teams on the whim of trying to do the best that they can to put themselves in a competitive position to try to win championships, and it's spilled over into this. So I'm not a fan of it getting out of hand. But if we gonna do it, let's do it. So for that, I'm a fan of this mix-up. I'm a fan of this mix-up. I'm a fan of the mix-up the other night in Dallas. It's not great for the sport visually, but it is entertaining. So there's that.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I love it. I haven't seen a guy get hip tossed. WWF. Like this got a hip toss. And again, like Lou said, all the players, it's all kind of false hustle, right? Like there's never really blows thrown. This week, there was legitimately a hip toss, a punch thrown. Like guys during this time seem to get testy, which I do think the NBA Cup too, kind of making these games more meaningful, kind of sparks that and helps that, which I think is great for these guys care in December going into January. These games are intense. I love it. Obviously, I don't want, like Lou said, I don't want it to get out of hand. I don't want people to get hurt, but I think this is great for the game. I think it's great for the ratings. And you have to think about now, like stepping up and getting someone's face now. I think it's great.
What are we looking at suspension wise? Like
probably another 4 or 5 games.
Does Tyler Herro get suspended for like maybe 1 game? Like he just
he was on the receiving end of that one.
Yeah, he just got hit. But I do like what he said too. Like he just stick to basketball. Like he went and had 27. You guys got the win. Like you're gonna be an all-star this year. So let your game do the talking. But I also respect Thompson too. Like you're not just gonna get in my face without getting hip tossed.
No, you got tossed.
Like I said, I respect the response from Tyler Herro, but he did lose a little squabble right there. But however, he was kicking his ass on the offensive end. So they're 1-1. It is what it is.
It's look, if you want context, because you guys did mention the other fight that came out of the Mavs Suns game. That was also another fun little fight we had. You had Nurkic with Najee Marshall, both being suspended as a result of this one. PJ Washington, Najee get 4, Nurkic gets 3, PJ Washington gets 1. All right, Chandler, let's break it down. Are we good with the suspensions?
No. How does Marshall? I know Marshall threw a closed fist punch, but how does he get less time for actually not making contact? This makes no sense to me. I think Nurkic should have got the most. Nurkic literally open hand slapped him, which is more offensive than actually getting punched, in my opinion. So I think he should get more. Yeah, Marshall threw a punch, but he was just retaliating of literally getting slapped on a basketball court. I think they got this one way wrong. Washington with an all-American type shove on him, sending Nurkic to the courtside seats was epic. I think 1 game is fair for him, but this makes no sense to me. He literally slaps him, and Marshall throws it. What are you supposed to do when you get slapped in the ear by a 7-foot dude? Like this, I think they got this way.
Can't do that. Like, also, Kyrie's face is everything for the win.
It's everything. It's definitely gonna be me. But Chandler, like, what are we doing? NBA to Adam Silver, like, if a man got slapped back in the day, like he had to die, it was gonna be a duel. Like you slap a man, it's like we got a duel now. Somebody has to die. You slap a man with an open hand, how do you only get 3 games? Like that's he was supposed to be punched. I don't want to say he deserved.
Yeah, you can't.
He was supposed to get punched. How this went, it went exactly how you're supposed to when you hit a man with your open hand. But how do you get 3 games and he get 4? How do you deem that? How do you deem the response to that more punishable than the actual act? I don't know how we got that.
He also started the whole thing with bullying through Gafford, then walked up to Marshall, got in his face, and then slaps him and gets less game than Marshall because he threw a punch. This is silly to me. I hope Kyrie Irving was serious. I hope he pays for their fines because this to me, they got.
I also hope they appeal so they get their money back.
Me also, too, because I feel like that should be something.
There's a rule where I don't care if you're a point guard and a center. If someone slaps you, you have to throw up. Like I don't care who it is. If Mike Tyson slaps you, I'm probably going to throw a punch.
Die back in the day.
Yeah, like I'm throwing. I'm prepared for the consequences, and I might lose the fight. But if someone slaps me, I'm punching you. Like
so. Here's what Lisa just told me that Marshall got the additional game because he tried to engage again after the fact, like in the locker rooms.
But he got slapped. He's not just gonna forget that.
I mean, as somebody whose ears hurt today, like that hurts.
Hits you with his open hand. There was a time in history where that gentleman, you had to challenge his manhood for his life.
It's more disrespectful, Lou, than getting punched in the face, than getting slapped.
Absolutely. He's still gonna want to fight him the next time you see him. You hit me with your open hand, bro. You don't slap me in. But anyway.
Yeah, it's worse watching it over and over again on a loop. You're like, oh, that actually is way worse than the punch.
And again, I'm not promoting violence by any means, but next time they play, Marshall's not going to forget this. Like, you don't get slapped and just go to sleep. Like, there's no way.
No. You can't slap my ear open like that. It's not okay. It's not okay is what I'm trying to say. So we're not condoning violence. We're not promoting it. We're just saying sometimes, right? There you go.
Stand on business sometimes, Michelle. You got to stand on business,
people. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Jimmy Butler trade saga, the latest on that next.
Running back, run it over, running back, run it over, run it back.